Nation went into lockdown shortly after Darrow gave his speech. I can't tell if anyone's even alive. And the signal's still broadcasting.
Meaning no one's safe till I get in there and shut it down.
You'll have to disengage the lockdown first. Look for a master control panel at the top of the tower.
I'm sick.
Pritchard, Panchea's broadcast center is based...
It's disgusting.
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done.
What you're doing is horrific. It has to stop. You're trying to justify genocide. All your talk about ethics and ideals doesn't mean a damn compared to that.
Genocide? I'm trying to save our species. You can talk and talk and talk, but in the end you'll still fail to grasp the fundamental underlying truth.
Activate pheromones.
I'm no different than you, Darrow.
Analyzing lungs.
Just like all the men and women you're driving insane out there. Step back for just one moment and see it through our eyes. You've convinced yourself you're saving the world, but you're just lashing out in spite.
No, I didn't mean to imply... Mr. Jensen, please.
I'm tearing this man apart.
When all of this is over, nothing will be left but anarchy and fear, smoldering in the ashes of burning cities. How can anything be rebuilt from that?
No, that's not what I wanted. There must be something left, some hope of renewal. I will give you what you want, Mr. Jensen. Codes to shut down Panchea's security system.
Oh my god. There's so many ways to love you. Oh. Oh my god.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
It's the boys. God.
Fuck you! Just let me finish! Just let me finish! I got a job to do! I got a job! Go away, Ghost! Go away! Go! You don't scare me! Just let me finish! I can't control them anymore! Don't scare me!
He's dead.
I see you, Steve. Get up. Get up.
Get away from me. Gentlemen. Oh, hey.
Get away.
Hey now.
Steve. Get away. Go. Get away. Just let me finish. Just let me finish. I got a job to do. I got a job to do. Just let me finish! Just let me finish! I got a job to do! I got a job to do! I don't want to hurt you. Just leave. No, no, you won't get... You won't get me, you monster! You won't get me!
You're the monster! It's your fault! Kill, he's gonna kill all. Gonna kill.
Kind of is my fault.
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help. We've barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please, save us. Please, save us.
Is anybody there?
Just leave me alone!
Can you hear me? I've got survivors here. We've locked ourselves in a machine room. Please! Help us!
Real! No, not real!
Part of the boat is this. Oh, this isn't a boat. There's Billy.
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure its use for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right.
Let me think about it.
Serifman.
Adam! Oh, thank God you came. I've got wounded here. We'll have to move them first.
We can't move anyone yet. Not until I get to the base of the station and shut down Darrow's broadcast.
What? Why?
The chaos you experienced here, it's everywhere. The Illuminati created a biochip that stops people from using enhanced abilities, and Darrow turned it into a kill switch.
Oh my God, you. We gotta fix this, Adam.
Oh
if
my
people realize
God.
what's happened, if they believe augmentation technology created this chaos, they'll ban human enhancement research forever.
And that would be a bad thing.
Yes, it would! Tell the world. Tell them the Humanity Front did this. That their doctors created a virus that only affects augmented people.
You mean lie?
It'll give us time, son. Time to figure out how to destroy the Illuminati's biochips and move on.
I'll think about it.
You don't scare me! You're not even there! Get away! Go! Get away! No, you get away! Get away! Go, go, go! Go away! Go away! Kill you! We're gonna kill you!
Going to Garza.
What the hell?
Water pressure nominal at 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Haron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha 5.
The system won't recognize my chip!
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the chain.
I can't control Haron!
Increasing originations by 32%.
Sal, get them out of there! I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal!
Security alert.
Through the primary control hatch.
Oh, shit.
Rising! Can't breathe! It hurts! It hurts so much! Systems are... My organic systems under stress will quantize!
I must be the one to alter the signal! Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms! Your head down, Jensen.
I'll do it, Mother! Just don't hurt anymore! Just no more pain! Please keep him away from us! Security measures are sufficient. Insufficient.
Once the weight of their gaze touches you, there is no escape.
Warning.
Hydrostatic pressure. Rising. Can't breathe. It hurts. It hurts so much. Systems are... My organic systems under stress will quantize.
Part 2. Safety purge complete.
Do you see where honor and ambition lead you? To a hole miles deep in the ocean.
How much longer will it be, Mother? I want to go home!
I have no choice but to eliminate you. You have ruined everything.
Been awake for so long. Tired. System monitors online constantly. Diagnostics are...
Manual override of tertiary plants initiated. Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising.
Okay.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Contamination. Manual override of tertiary plants initiated. Total system purge in effect. Shutting
Oh my.
Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that gold? From that fool, Darrow. This will not stop me, Jensen. It's happening. Haron is compromised. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocol. You have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Damn you, Darrow! Haron is compromised! exactly all the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Down. He betrayed them.
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
You cannot reach me, Jensen. There are too many contingencies built into the system. You and I both failed.
Warning. Primary pod station finished.
No! I will not do this! You're right. I don't want to love this stop now. You are the glory. Get back! No! It is all mine! I have been earning it for this!
Warning. Primary pod station failure imminent.
No! I can't! I can't take...
What the fuck? Whoa!
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front, like Zarif suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
But why? What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, A majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research, but only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own? If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yep.
So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted?
Fertilizer bombs and deployed them in government buildings.
More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. When faced with difficult choices, sometimes I considered human lives and suffering, but other times my own interests were paramount. Did I always do the right thing? Or did the presence of an easy answer lead me astray? Technologies are invented to make our lives easier, not our choices. The problem comes when we forget that. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.